On belay?
Belay is on.
Climbing a wall
Kind of push out away from the wall a little bit with your feet.
requires equal parts precision
There you go.
and skill. Justin Johnson has no fear of heights.
And you're going to slowly start walking down the wall.
My fear of climbing is never there. It's always something I love to do.
And Justin Johnson's sense of adventure and thrill-seeking is similar to Matt Alexander, who enjoys spending time out here. Kayaking doesn't require a lot of technical know-how, but what you do need to know are some easy skills to steer your kayak and to reach your destination.
One of my character traits that I always tell people about is the ability to adapt and change to what's going on around me and the ability to adjust.
And responding quickly to a changing environment is exactly what he had to do a few years ago with his career. Matt graduated from UNC Charlotte with a degree in marketing and was working for a big company until the economy tanked and he was laid off. His decision to enroll in the Electrical Engineering and Technology program at Central Piedmont Community College was for one reason only.
Learn a trade skill that I would always have to be able to fall back on, something that I could take with me anywhere because there's always going to be a need for an electrician.
Phil Briggs has been teaching electrical classes for nearly 30 years, and as the energy industry evolves,
The jobs are requiring more and more technical skill sets.
unlike so many industries where jobs have been outsourced to other countries,
You can build a machine somewhere else and get it into this country, but an electrician is going to have to be the person that goes in and hooks it up and keeps it running.
while enrolled in the electrical technology program, Matt learned about the emerging solar energy industry.
We want to have the most optimum exposure to the sun.
The growth of this industry is also creating lots of well-paying jobs.
Typically an entry-level position anywhere from $12 to $14 starting out.
After completing a 2-year program at a community college and getting a few years of experience in the field, Briggs says a person's income could more than double.
We've got people that are making $28, $30 an hour. They got the knowledge, they went out and worked and learned, so salary ranges are actually pretty good.
When Matt graduated from CPCC, he started working with Sun Energy One, a Mooresville company that has completed several solar energy projects across North Carolina, including these solar panels which provide 1/5 of the power needed for Biltmore and Asheville. And this solar panel farm in Washington, North Carolina, which generates power for more than 500 homes.
I've worked my way up from being an electrician's helper and general labor to all the way up to being a project manager.
Matt relies a lot on math and science skills to determine the best place for solar panels to be placed and to get the most benefit from the sun.
With the classes that I took at Central Piedmont, it gave me the skills and things that I need to be able to help work on system design and know how to put it together properly.
Standard test.
There's one thing instructor Phil Briggs said in class Matt hasn't forgotten.
Until they figure out a way to start charging for the sun, we might as well use it to generate clean, efficient energy.
With the skills these students are learning in class and a few more years of training in the field, they could be earning a 6-figure salary in the next 5 to 10 years. And that's also true for Justin Johnson, who is pursuing a different type of career in the energy field. When this 26-year-old graduated from high school, he says going to a 4-year college wasn't an option. So he enrolled in criminal justice classes at a community college and soon realized
It just wasn't for me.
And because of Justin's love for climbing, a career counselor urged him to consider taking an electrical lineman class.
I did my research, learned about it a lot, and, I thought I'd give it a try. And it turned out to be, something I'm going to do for the rest of my life.
In this classroom, the ceiling is the sky, and students spend more time climbing a utility pole than sitting at a desk. Textbooks, paper, and pens are rarely used in this class. Instead, boots, leather gloves, and long pants are what these students bring to class each day.
I believe I would step down just a little bit.
Instructor Randy Smith prefers being inside a cherry picker so he can see what students are doing that could cause injury or damage a customer's property.
You just have to maintain focus 100% of the time, what's hot, what's not. It's a thinking person's job. You got to keep your mind on what you're doing. Before you throw your switches in, you want to check your test leads and make sure they're in the clear.
Atta boy. Slam it.
The students in this class are learning more than simply climbing electric poles. They're also learning how to pay attention to the workers on the ground, and today they're stringing electric lines up to this transformer box. When they graduate from this program, most of these students will be able to find employment with a utility company, making upwards of $30,000. In just 8 weeks, Justin completed the class, and he knows what to do to finish a job while also preventing himself and his co-workers from getting injured or worse.
If one of your co-workers is in a predicament where they're on the power pole or they're in a ditch, you know, trapped under dirt, you know, you have to know, you need to know the procedures, precautions on how to get him out safely. And I mean, that's one thing they will definitely teach you at Stanley Community College.
Whether he's up here or on the ground, each new skill Justin learns is helping him take home more responsibility and take home more pay.
A journey lineman would be making probably $35 to $40 an hour. And if you're getting 15, 20 hours of overtime on top of your 40 regular, yes, you can hit that 6 figures.
For Matt Alexander, losing his marketing job and going back to community college to learn a new trade turned out to be a good thing, because what he learned a few years ago is helping to steer his career in another direction.
This is where I want to be, and that I've got a future for my wife and my family.
Whether it's installing solar panels or installing transformers for new homes, there's a huge demand in the energy field for workers like this.
Every day I'm just going to give it everything I got. In the long run, it'll pay off.
If you're like Justin and going back to a 4-year college isn't for you, or you're like Matt, you've been to college and have been laid off or displaced, meet with a career counselor at your school or workforce development office. By taking specialized training at a community college could make working in a field with high income potential within reach. For more information about high-demand careers in the energy field, check out CentralinaWorks.com and CharlotteWorks.com.